Hello, good morning everybody. Good morning. So feel free to grab food, find a seat, plenty of food over there. Take food after we're done, please. There's plenty of food. Thanks to the GSAHEC staff for putting this all together. This is awesome. It's good to see a lot of familiar faces this morning. My name is Matt Bowman, and I am the board chair for Gulfcoast South Area Health Education Center. And it's hard to say that without stumbling sometimes, but also known as AHEC. So I'd like to thank you all for joining us today to celebrate this milestone anniversary. A quick reminder that aligned with current CDC recommendations, today's event is mask optional, and we appreciate your support and attendance to today's milestone event. All right, just a little bit of history. So today is actually June 8th, right? It is June 8th, yeah. So on June 8th, 1995, Gulfcoast South AHEC's Articles of Incorporation were filed, formally establishing our organization in Charlotte, DeSoto, Manatee, and Sarasota counties. For 25, now 26 years, because we obviously didn't get to do this last year, so for 26 years, we have connected students to careers, professionals to communities, and communities to better health. Through education, we continuously strive to fulfill our vision where every person has access to quality care. As we get the program started this morning, I want to acknowledge some special folks here in attendance. We'd like to recognize the following individuals and groups for their contributions and continued support. So first, our current and former board members. Can you give a wave? So first, current former board members. Thank you. We had a great turnout today with board members. Awesome. Appreciate your support. Can you guys hear me in the back all right? A little bit tough to hear? Is that better? There we go. All right. Cool. All right. So current and former board members, we have a great turnout today from them. Next, we have the people that really put together the work, that do it day to day to make this organization happen. Our current and former staff members. Can you wave? You can see many of them in the polos. Excellent. Thank you for everything that you guys do. And then, of course, a big shout out to our tobacco cessation facilitators and access program consultant who serve as ambassadors of our mission and an extension of our work. Big thank you to all of you. Can you give a wave to one of those people? Thank you. We can't do it without you. Special recognition to our program participants, students, and interns with us. Can you guys give a quick wave? Come on, there we go. Excellent. Thank you guys. And then we have our USF AHEC program directors coming to us from Tampa. Program directors. Thank you guys. And then we've got Gulfcoast North AHEC CEO Christina Mathis-Holmes and her amazing team.
They are. She's not in today.
They're not in today, but we want to recognize them. And then our IT, communications, and equipment vendors who helped us keep our operations running smoothly each day. Can you give a wave? Thank you guys. And finally, to our community and academic partners that have helped us compound our success over the years. We're thrilled you are with us today, and we're grateful for your continued support to make this organization happen and the lives that we affect at GSAHEC. Thank you. Next, I'd like to hand it over to our CEO, Ansley Mora, who will share more about our programs, introduce some supporters to say a few words about Gulfcoast South AHEC. Ansley.
Welcome everyone. How is the sound? Can you guys hear? Or should I turn it up and bother the neighbors? Outside voice. Is that better? Okay. All right. So thanks again, Matt. Pardon me. There one little breeze just messed things up. Thank you, Matt, and welcome everyone. It's so wonderful to see all your faces here and see all the color and the beautiful work that I will say my team put together. Thank you, team. I'm so grateful for you all. Thank you. And please know how grateful we are that you've taken time out of your busy schedules to be with us. Matt shared a little history with you all, and I get the opportunity to brag about our programming and the impact on our program participants, and to celebrate our board and staff, both former and current members, as well as all of our wonderful partners. First, however, I think it's time for some raffles. So in our eyes, everyone is a winner today, but it's always nice to take a little something home. So I'm going to ask Diane Ramsire, one of our long-standing partners and board members, who I adore, to read 2 testimonials that you've written today, and also to select 2 raffle winners. So I will hold this for you. Thank you.
Okay, here's a testimonial. I am thankful for Gulfcoast AHEC because they engage health profession students and foster community education and public health priorities for the next generation of providers. Here we go. I appreciate how Gulfcoast AHEC is an amazing community partner in our tobacco-free Charlotte County partnership, and I didn't pull that, I didn't know. We are fortunate to work so closely with Zenny and Melissa as we work towards a healthier community for all. All right, I think everybody's 140, is that right? Okay. 821.
There you go. Thank you.
Okay. And then we have 795. 795?
Thank you, Diane. Okay, thank you. And again, our other vendors got the gifts. All right, bring some cookies home. Very good. How it goes around. So again, I'm going to be talking about our programming. So let us begin by reviewing our Access program. So Gulfcoast South AHEC has a penchant for long acronyms, if you haven't figured that out. But the Access program stands for Advanced Cultural Competence Education and Support Services. And although at times we wished we would have shortened that name, we truly love that the Access program is part of our vision statement, where every person has access to quality care. So in our minds, how can we go wrong with that connection? Our organization has a long-standing reputation of providing language access programs. That was first initiated by our former long-term CEO, Edna Postel, who's with us today. So you're still not hearing, Joan? How's that? A little bit better? Okay. All right. That's one thing we didn't check this morning, was the sound volume. So once Edna retired, we did not have the expertise to provide these programs until we stumbled upon, or in fact she stumbled upon us, Liliana Irwin, who is now our Access Program Director. And with Liliana's knowledge, skills, and creative energy, we have built upon our original programming and now offer medical interpreting training, occupational Spanish classes, and cultural competency training in our region and beyond. These programs help limited English proficient patients and clients receive the appropriate care they need. They also limit healthcare liability, and they further facilitate workforce development opportunities for individuals who are bilingual or multilingual and that want to use those skills to help others. So we have trained hundreds of participants and continue to strengthen and develop new educational programs to train more. So recently we had the pleasure of partnering with Linda Carmona Sanchez. She is the Director of Grants Management and Outreach with the Florida Association of Community Health Centers. And Linda is not able to be with us today, but I'd like to invite our Vice Chair, Pascal Edouard, to review Linda's testimonial on the Access program.
I believe in the need for medical interpreting, so much so that despite travel hardships, I myself took the medical interpreting training with Liliana Irwin. It was so fabulous that I tried to find a way to introduce it to all federally qualified health centers. I was pleased to find a grant that allowed us to offer 15 scholarships to staff persons from across the state. Liliana is a consummate professional who really understands the nature of bilingual medical interpreting. I can't say enough about Erin Yoder and Donna Bayers, who were also very helpful in setting up the training portals and facilitating payments. This was a set it and forget it kind of training, where everyone did everything it took to make it a pleasant experience for the participants with a lot of new and valuable skills and smooth sailing for the grant. I hope to be able to do this again for the very near future.
Thank you for sharing the good news about access. We are very proud of that program, as we are with all of our programs. So as part of the Tobacco-Free Florida AHEC cessation program, we are the group cessation provider in the counties we serve, and we offer a variety of healthcare provider trainings and health profession student trainings to assist them in helping their patients become tobacco-free. So our Florida AHEC system has been providing these services in every county of our state since 2007, and we are so proud to facilitate cessation and training services for Tobacco-Free Florida. I would like to invite LaToya Clark, Tobacco Program Director at University of South Florida AHEC, to share a few comments about Gulfcoast South AHEC and its role in Tobacco-Free Florida.
Good morning. It's so good to actually see smiling faces without the computer screen and zoom in and actually get back to some normalcy, right? So I bring you greetings from the University of South Florida Area Health Education Center Program Office under the Morsani College of Medicine. As Ansley stated earlier, we're part of the Florida AHEC network, which consists of 5 AHEC program offices out of the medical schools, as well as 10 satellite AHEC centers that covers all 67 counties of the state. And I've been working with Gulfcoast South AHEC since 2005. So of those 25 years, I worked with Edna and Ansley and another center director over the years, and it's just been an awesome experience. And I can say to all of you who support and have been a worker bee or just a supporter of Gulfcoast South AHEC that since 2005, when I came until now, I have seen tremendous growth in not only the work that they're doing in the community, but in the staff. I mean, this team has transitioned from baby steps to now professionals who are competent and confident when they walk into some of these systems and tell you what Tobacco-Free Florida AHEC can offer them. And they stand behind their word, and they are sure to give you professional expertise in all that they do. And I just wanted to thank them and just congratulate them on 25 years of service here in the Charlotte, Sarasota, Manatee, and DeSoto counties. I am so proud to call them our affiliate AHEC Center. And from the program directors across the state, congratulations. We look forward to many, many more successful years under the Tobacco-Free Florida AHEC cessation program with you. Thank you.
That was very kind words, LaToya. And I want to thank you for your continual leadership and strong support. What we do every day, there's a lot to navigate, and we have someone who has our back, and that's very important, and we all know that, and we are thankful for that. We appreciate it. So next, I want to say we are fortunate to hear from one of our participants. This person was referred to us by the quit line. Sorry guys, I'm not used to the microphone. They referred to us by the quit line and took one of our Tools to Quit cessation programs at the Virginia Bandy's Community Clinic out of Charlotte. It is with great pleasure that I introduce an amazing quitter to you, Sandy Rotondo, who will share a bit more on her quit journey. So I have... Hi Sandy, is that you Sandy?
Yeah, that's me.
Hi. Be careful, I didn't get to meet you, I've been wanting to meet you.
I've been hiding.
I'm so glad. Well, you're kind of on the shorter side.
Yeah,
so.
I know. Should we do this?
Yes,
Okay.
there you go. Thank you, Sandy. Please Make yourself comfortable.
I
Tell
hate
us
to
your
read
testimonial.
it,
Read it.
but
Do
it's
what you want.
because it's so. It doesn't sound very if I read it, but it's from the heart. Okay.
That's all they want to hear.
All right. First, I'd like to tell you how I struggled my whole life trying to quit smoking. I worked for Blue Cross, where there were about 200 people crammed into an alley, smoking on their break, shoulder to shoulder. I was one of them. We even had a name. They called us alley cats. Blue Cross decided they were going to become smoke-free. Oh my God, I said to myself. They offered classes, but I took so many classes that when I tried to register, they said, we're full. They weren't. When all was said and done, there were only 2 alley cats left, and one of them was me, again. I was hypnotized 3 times. I tried Chantix, but it made me suicidal. I had my milestones. If I quit by the time I'm 40, if I quit by the time I'm 50, 60, people were dying all around me. I still couldn't quit. So now, jump to Florida. And I keep hearing 1-800-QUIT-NOW. 1-800-QUIT-NOW. So I called, and it was the best call I ever made. That was November 15, 2018. Every time I spoke to someone, they had their own little take on things, their own little ideas, sort of like an Oprah aha moment, because I'd hang up the phone and say, oh, I never thought of that. Yeah, I couldn't wait for my designated call day, so I'd call them. I did quit. Then they told me there was a class at Virginia B. Andy, so I called and I asked Nathan if I could sit in just for reinforcement. We all got our tool book, which I looked at constantly. So when Nathan would say, let's turn to page 4, that was the picture of the good lung and the black lung, I would say, oh my God, wait till you see this, you're not gonna believe it. I was just like, I drove him crazy. I drove him crazy. Okay, now this is the big thing. I come from a very musical family. Everyone plays a musical instrument, but my cousin and I, we sang. Everything was related to a song. As an example, when I told her that I wanted to go gray again, and they messed up my hair and it was now purple, she broke out into her rendition of Purple Rain by Prince. Only this time, I couldn't join in because 20 years ago, smoking caused me to lose my voice. It was crackly, I couldn't hit the high notes. I mean, I did everybody. Mariah Carey, you name it, Tina Turner, like, I loved to sing, which I still did, but I couldn't sing well. So I was devastated. So I would have to politely listen to her sing the whole song because I couldn't join in because I didn't want her to know that I lost my voice. Then one night, I'm in the shower, and the acoustics in my shower are unbelievable. So I'm singing on the top of my lungs. And I don't know if you remember, but A Star Is Born came out, and I was singing Shallow, and I hit the high note. I got my voice back. I did. So I would like to thank Gulfcoast South, AHEC, 1-800-QUIT-NOW, and a big shout out to Nathan and Melissa. And the classes at Virginia B. Andy's that gave me the tools and support that I needed. You added years to my life and you gave me my voice back. Thank you.
And now that is what you call a testimonial. Thank you so much, Cindy. Thank you again for being here. You really inspired us with your story, and we just wish you many years of great health to come, and also lots of singing. So thank you, and I know how effective this team is. I know how Nathan has shared about his success and the work he did with you, and how it was meaningful to him too. So you affect us as well. So thank you for being here.
I would also like to thank our healthcare and academic partners for referring to our services and allowing us to educate your healthcare providers, your employees, and your health profession students. And a very special thank you to our amazing team members, Zinio Rasada Merced, Nathan Horner, Aaron Yoder, Heather Susi, Nicole Marquez, Melissa King, and Joan Dixon for their continued passion and all of the many, many details that they orchestrate to make a good experience for those we serve. So thank you all very much. We didn't set this up. I didn't know how enthusiastic you were going to be. I love it. We should have you come up here and do a closing song for us. So, be thinking about it. All right. So last but certainly not least, I would like to share more about our REACH student programs. So again, back to those long acronyms, but REACH stands for Recruitment and Educational Assistance for Careers in Health. Through these programs that we offer, we are part of the solution to recruit and inspire more students to choose a health career and also to care for underserved populations. So Joan Dixon, our Director of Student Programs, continues, yes, she deserves a hand. Let's give her a hand, that's right. She's been at it quite a long time. But however, even though she's been at it a long time, she continues to infuse her knowledge and expertise to help our students reach their goals. And I think our programs are better than ever. We had lined up today a testimonial from an intern named Skylar Haber. And Skylar was she participated in our public internship program this spring. She came to us by way of University of Florida. She lives locally, but she was heard about us through a contact there. And she attended University of Florida she graduated with a public health degree and also minors in health disparities and leadership. And she is going to be going to Tulane this fall to attend graduate school at the School of Public Health. So unfortunately, we weren't able to have Skylar, but I'm going to ask Ann Winders, who's our USF Federal AHEC Program Director, to talk about the history of AHEC, a little bit her experience with Gulf Coast South AHEC, and also to read Skylar's testimony. Thank you, Ann. You may have taken the ticket for the longest travel, you two, from Tampa, but I also just want to thank you for championing Gulf Coast South AHEC, Ann, and also the entire AHEC system. So we know we can always lean on you to cheerlead for us. So thank you for having that in your heart. So again, we loved hearing from Skylar, and in fact, we love all of our interns. And today we have a couple with us. That it would be Kevin Irwin. We want to thank him for being here today, and also Anthony Ruiz. Thank you for being with us. Yes. They are in our public health internship. It's a virtual internship this summer, but it's a really neat thing that Joan Dixon, our Director of Student Programs, put together, and we're happy to continue that on. We're happy that you two can participate. Also, I wanted to mention that we have 2 board members who also participate in our student programs, so that's kind of a neat connection that we've made. And one of those is Marco Brenes, who just graduated pharmacy school for LECOM just over the weekend, I understand, and he's probably working today. But we have Evan Kirk, and he is one of our newer board members. He's a pleasure to be with. He came to us by way of one of our vendors, actually, and then Donna talked him into our programs, and then Joan sold it to him, and now he's our AHEC scholar, and now he's our board member, so we're glad to have you. Thank you. So again, we appreciate working with all our students, and just love working with their enthusiastic and inspiring minds, because they are the difference in healthcare, and we just wish you all the best. So, before we go a little bit further, we just have a few more things to cover. I'm going to ask Amy Miller, one of our board members, to read 2 short testimonials and select some raffle winners.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
So I appreciate how Gulf Coast South AHEC shares expert information, outstanding personnel, generous staff with their resources. Gulf Coast South AHEC's partnership with Drug-Free Punta Gorda is so appreciated and invaluable. I like this one. I appreciate how Gulf Coast South AHEC helps people quit smoking and get healthier, and they make it easy. So that's an awesome one. Okay. 2? Yes. Alrighty, the first number, everybody's 140, right? So 820, last 3 numbers, 820. Congratulations. And the next number is 824. Thank you so much. So being in existence for 25 years puts you in the company of some amazing people. And to that end, I'd like to introduce you to Kim Bland. She's the director of, let me get this right, Dental Assisting Program Director at Manatee Technical College. Kim is a long-standing partner and supporter, a former GSAHEC board member, and our past board chair. And she's really done a lot for our organization. And I wanted to invite her to say a few words about her time with Gulf Coast South AHEC. Thank you, Kim.
Thank you, Nancy. I'm just so happy to be here and so happy that we are celebrating 25 years. I think I was at ground zero with Gulf Coast South AHEC 25 years ago when they first started, because they started going into the community and they approached all of the schools and all the health programs. And one of the programs they approached was mine. And I can remember the day. It was at an old campus location that's no longer in existence, and we sat down with the individuals explaining what the heck Gulf Coast AHEC was. And, you know, it just kind of struck a chord with me that, hey, this is something this community needs. We didn't have anything like it here in this entire area. And when we first started getting going with them and doing various programs with our students, we were able to see transformations in many of our students' lives for sure in the way that the programming worked on the student end. Then as Gulf Coast South AHEC began to develop and took on the Tobacco-Free Florida and started getting involved in some of the other programs that the organization started developing, it was just like it struck a chord with me. I knew so many people that could and did benefit from the actions that Gulf Coast AHEC took in the community, and we just kept seeing it grow and grow and grow. I was approached, oh gosh, how many years ago, Edna? By a lot of years ago, by Edna to become a board member. There was a vacancy and they were looking for someone from our college. I agreed only because it was in my heart. I knew the programs needed to be overseen, they needed community involvement. I wanted to be a part of this, so I did. Little did I know that after 2 months of being on the board, I was elected vice chair, and then a month later, we had a terrible tragedy with Eleanor Ball. She had an accident, is no longer with us, and I was elevated to board chair. So I probably served, I don't know, 2.5 terms as board chair. All I can say is, if you're called to serve, you will be totally blessed. This is just something that you know is something that is going to make a difference in somebody's life. Whether you meet that somebody or whether you don't, it's going to make a difference in somebody's life. And as a board member, it's basically our job to oversee accountability. You know, there might be some work, there might be some committee member meetings, there might be some administrative things that we have to do. However, you will get a wonderful blessing from it, and the individuals you touch, like I said, meeting them or not, you just know in your heart that you have made a difference as well. So I thank the entire staff for carrying out such a wonderful mission. I am so happy to see how it has grown since I have been off the board, and you know, go AHEC.
Thank you, Kim. We're so glad you could be with us today. Now for a very special guest. This person was integral in our success. at Gulf Coast South AHEC, as she led the organization for 19 of our, in fact, 26 years today. And this celebratory milestone owes so much to your vision, your leadership, and your courage in keeping us afloat and forwarding our mission and vision. And I am very pleased that you're here today. So would you like to say a couple words? I'll come to you.
She had led with that helicopter. But anyhow, I just wanted to tell you all how grateful I am for the opportunity of having to work with all the people that have been introduced or referred to in this program, and especially the staff. You know, some of them were like my partners, my children, my cousins over the years, and I have been fortunate to keep in touch with many of them. And you know, especially during the year of the pandemic, I hear from people that I haven't heard in a long time, some of them former AHEC staff. So it keeps giving. I am very, very grateful to be here this morning. Thank you for inviting me. I am very proud, I'm very happy of how far you guys have gone. I never had any doubt that you would not. You have great staff, and I wish them all the best. And you too, Ansley. Take care.
And we're so glad you're here, and you look fabulous, by the way. You do. You look great. It's been a while since we've seen each other. So before I pass it back to Matt, pardon this noise in the background, I want to say an additional thank you to Donna Byers. She's our fiscal and administrative coordinator, and she's always providing this team with strong and continual support. And she carried a heavy load for this event, so thank you, Donna. And also a special shout out to Erin Yoder for her creative marketing skills, who makes us look so good. The entire GSAHEC team, past and present, have supported this organization in so many ways, allowing us to further our mission and realize our goals. So now I'm going to pass it back to Matt for our final words. And if he doesn't remind you to do so, please take some food on your way out. You know, these events people don't really eat, and we don't need all that food left over. So.
Thank you, Ansley. Just want to give a shout out real quick. I mean, to many people, but it's been 10 years now. Some lady named Joan emailed us and contacted us, fellow board member Angela Almeida and I, about coming to visit our school. And you know, several, I think the one student testimony, I think it was Skylar's. Okay, it's a little bit better. All right. Yeah, the phone was pretty loud. But just thinking of Skylar's testimony that was given, thinking of so many former students of ours that are, you know, have gone on to medical school, to dental school, our nurses, are in the public health sector. Thank you so much, Joan, for providing those opportunities to students. It all started by interning and being a part of the REACH program. So thank you, Joan. Again, we're honored to have so many of you with us here today. Our team has worked hard to celebrate our first 25 years of service again in our 4 counties, and although this is our culminating event, we know that the years to come will allow us to connect more students to careers, more professionals to communities, and continue our work of helping to improve access to quality care for all members of our communities. Gulfcoast South AHEC is an organization to whom you can turn to provide education, support, and inspiration for healthier communities. Our tagline, promoting community health through partnerships and education, speaks to the importance of the partnerships and the work that we do. We cannot tell you how delighted we are that you are with us today, and we plan to fortify our partnerships and good work for many years to come. So thanks to everybody here today for being a part of that journey. Our call to action, if you would like to receive, is to please spread the word about our programs and services. The more people who know about what we do, the more that we can help and serve our community. Next, I would like to ask current GSAHEC staff members to join us at the podium.
Don't fall in.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for coming today. Now, you might have noticed that we have a little bit of a theme going on here. You can see the glasses on the tables, and the staff have their glasses on them. It's all about vision, our vision of the future. And we've been planning this shindig for a while now, and as we've been talking about it and talking about our plans for the future, you can't make plans for the future without talking about the history. And we've done a lot of reminiscing over the past several months, because, not only has AHEC been in existence for 25 years, but a lot of the staff has been here for a long time, too. For example, Cinia, how many years?
12 and 10 months. 12 years and 10 months.
And 5 hours and 16 minutes. Melissa, how long?
I'm 2 years next month.
Donna, how long have you been with us?
1 year, 5 months.
And through a pandemic, that equates it to about 6 years. Nicole, how long?
So I've actually double dipped with AHEC, and it's a total of 5 years.
She left us and then came back. She missed us so much. Erin, how long?
Almost 5 years.
All right. Liliana, how long?
Same here, almost 5 years.
Nathan?
5 years, 3 months.
And Heather?
Almost 3 years.
All right, and I've been here just shy of 14 and a half years now. So hopefully, oh, thank you, I appreciate that. That does deserve a hand, for sure. When you see the longevity in this staff, you realize that that speaks to the organization, and what a wonderful organization that it is to work for. We have a very supportive team, we're very supportive of each other, but of course it cannot be done without a fearless leader or two along the way, who not only looks into the future, sets a vision for us, puts the framework together so we can set our goals, and perseveres to keep us on track. So though we're celebrating AHEC, we also wanted to tell Ansley how very much we appreciate her. Give her this little gift of appreciation. And as the staff was getting together and looking into the future, and what the next 25 years is going to be like, we believe and envision our future to be so bright, we've got to wear shades.
Yes. Oh, wait.
Please don't. No, I will. Put your glasses on. Oh, my God. 1, 2, 3. All right. I think I got it.
Well, those of you that work with this staff, you know that, yes, I might work here as well, but they are such wonderful team members, and I believe that they're wonderful partners for everyone. So let me pass it back to Matt. I'm taking it.
Excellent, thank you so much. Thank you, Joan. So, last but not least, please join us. You'll see glasses at your table. So please join us in a non-alcoholic yet symbolic toast as we wrap up our first 25, call it 26 years of doing what we love to do. So if everybody could go ahead and raise your glasses. Oh, I got a glass, all right. Raise your glasses. Cheers, everybody. Excellent. Yeah, actually that was good. Cheers.
25 more.
25 more, that's right. That's right. You've already got an assignment for the next one. All right. So finally, before you go, first of all, again, quick, the third reminder, take food with you. There's still plenty of food. Please look under your chair for a AHEC branded note card. Again, under your chair, please look for a AHEC branded note card. If you have it, please take the beautiful centerpiece at your table as a token of our appreciation. Also, don't forget your special swag bag to commemorate our milestone anniversary. So again, make sure you take that beautiful centerpiece if you've got the card underneath your table. So hopefully you all can find that.
It's really small. Okay. Turn your chair over.
Might take a little more effort than expected. Gotta earn it.
It's really small.
There we go.
I got it, Ian.
Thank you again for everybody being here in attendance today. So many people, the staff, fellow board members, those who help facilitate the programs. Thank you so much for all you do. And again, here's to another 25 years. All right, thank you again for being with us today, everybody.